if it comes to it. LeBlanc still left up in that case with his 7-0 gameplay yesterday on that.
Yeah, we also still have Orianna on the table. Something like that can fit in very well with a comp to buff up Doblelift to protect him. Yeah. Gives you the wave clear, gives you the team fight. Yeah, that can be delivered as we saw to great effect via Wolf and Faker.
And there's the Syndra actually picked up. The LeBlanc was chosen to be banned by TSM. So good power in the mid lane for Xie. Game-changing power as well you can get from Syndra.
So now TSM, they might be looking for a little bit more utility because they've got plenty of engage coming out from the Rakan and the Gragas. They have the option to put Haunter either on a tank in the form of something like a Cho'Gath or a Maokai, or they could go for something like a bit more of a carry. He did have a great game on Gnar. Obviously being respected by Team WE will force TSM to go a little bit more meta, a little bit more standard with what they go in the top. But now will Bjergsen try and get himself a counter? Will he go for something like the Echo and be a little bit more adventurous, or will he go for something standard like the Corki?
I'm guessing we are going to see something like the Corki or the Orianna. I think it fits very well into the composition that they're already drafting. You have a big frontliner. You have the consistent damage coming out from Doblelift on the Tristana, and the Corki, I think, makes a lot of sense in the context of this lane. It's also, as far as itemization, when you're going against a magic damage dealing jungler as well as the Syndra, building into something early like a Hex Trigger can give you a lot of safety through the laning phase.
Now, I feel like that there's a good possibility of something a little bit interesting coming out from Team WE. I was hoping for it, but it looks like they're just going to stick standard with Shen. No. So the big thing about Shen is that he can actually be pretty aggressive during the laning phase, especially during the early levels. But one of the big criticisms we've had of Shen this tournament is teams utilizing the ultimate once he hits level 6, especially thinking back to G2's game. They did not take full advantage of using Shen's ability to move around the map.
You need to be proactive with Shen to get the most out of his kit. It's so much easier to actually get an effective stand united when you are the one setting up the play, when you're roaming 5-man bot, when you're ulting in on your jungler and creating these tower dives, creating these plays. Because if you're just going to have a Shen sit and farm in a lane against Cho'Gath, Cho'Gath will outscale you and be more useful in the 5v5 team fight. So it's about side lane control. It's about proactivity. And we'll see if WE is going to be able to pull that off in the early stages of the game.
Looking at the entire draft, though, from Team WE, I think that even in the late game, their team fighting is pretty good, thanks to the Spirit's Refuge and the fact that they're playing up against 2 AD carries. Placed at the right time, combined with the Taric ultimate as well, you can get these really drawn-out fights that can allow Syndra, allow the Xayah to just chunk through the front line of the Gragas and the Cho'Gath and then make their way towards these squishy backline carries. But in terms of engage, everything going in favor of TSM.
And that's what you really have to remember, because while the Taric can put this down, if you're being proactive, if you're choosing the initiation, you drop that Cosmic Radiance, you drop your ultimate, you go forward. But when you're
skirmishes, that's why they are considered the very different, really the top team in China, because nobody else plays like they do, and they were able to demonstrate that earlier in the year at MSI. So both these teams, they've got their team fight compositions, they're teams that are specialized in improving their team fights, and that's just going to make these team fights so much more exciting later into the game.
And where do you think we get that team fight? Seems like TSM is rarely going to forget there's a stand united coming. Maybe kind of face checking a brush, dodging out though, and they'll be able to get some vision. But how can we see this happening maybe at the Dragon?
Yeah, I mean, I certainly think it could be around Dragon, and it might very well be right now. We'll see if Svenskeren is able to get away. The stand united's coming in.
Flash on Svenskeren. This is the same thing that happened right behind Red when they went for Dragon the first time. Could he be going down? Battle Dance in. The saves are there. And Svenskeren's going to live. No! Unleash power just to range. Xie picks up first blood.
Doblelift is coming up, though. They have Haunter actually continue.
Syndra, it's pretty difficult to siege. You always got to be respectful of the pick power that she has with the stun. And she has a fair amount of wave clear. So with the Rift Herald, they have that extra bit of clear needed to chunk out and open up the map that much more.
It is going to take a moment longer as well. TSM backs, which means Team WE are going to get these waves pushed a few times. Then they can set up the Rift Herald from TSM side. But I'm sure WE will be ready for it. We haven't seen too many forward wards being placed by either team, though. A lot of action just around that Dragon and in the lanes. So somebody could get in trouble trying to get these wards placed. Here you see TSM's getting cleared out.
Yeah, they are kind of trying to make some incursions into each other's red side jungle, but haven't been able to get any full control over their opponent's jungle. Both teams playing with a lot of respect, and both teams extremely evenly matched so far. And it's really going to come down, I think, a lot to the engages from TSM. Can they find those great engages with the Rakan, with this Gragas, or will WE be able to utilize that Taric ultimate to really get a lot of damage done?
And I think those item spikes are going to be one of the biggest determining factors as to when those engages come out, because TSM, they're waiting for this opportunity. Bjergsen coming from the flank.
He's He's going to meet GA on the right side. Cosmic Radiance goes down. Double is forced to flash out of that one. Actually quite low to start. Gets Condi back. He throws the ultimate down, and that's only going to hit Svenskeren, and that could be the kill that WE needs, though, to gain control of this jungle. Biofrost gets unleashed on as well, and it's 2 kills coming in for WE.
And it's TSM trying to go for the engage, but it's Team WE to come out with the team fight win. Fantastic punish from Condi, expecting the flash from Svenskeren and still able to land the ultimate. They get themselves 2 kills, and now they're looking for more.
And we talked about the engages there, and Biofrost completely whiffed his grand entrance. He was not able to hit anyone with that RW combo, and does get taken out on the exit as well. So TSM losing a lot there, losing multiple flashes as well as those kills, and they are going to lose the top side turret here.
WE knowing when they could attack, figuring there was just the amount. Ooh, another shot from Bjergsen. I was going to say just the right amount of people there to fight, but Bjergsen knew just the right amount of damage for GA in mid.
The one man you can always count on in the mid lane is Bjergsen. We hyped up GA at the start of the game, but you can never count this superstar out to play out moving forward, because Mystic is at this point in the game where he's had so much praise. His team fighting prowess is really where he's able to shine. He's considered by many analysts the best AD carry in China, but here's the engage.
Oh, straight through. Biofrost trying to charm up the entire team. WE, and he's got a few. It looks like they got the number on Ben as well. Goes down a double kill for Bjergsen, and now they're going to be looking for Condi, one of the tankiest members. They drop him, and Baron is in the eyes of TSM. It might already be.
That ultimate from Svenskeren was incredible. He split Ben up from GA, denying the Taric ultimate from coming through, allows them to get Syndra. They are teaming in, and they're going to secure this with the Gragas. TSM is looking to get a stranglehold on this game.
Gragas and the Cho'Gath. Condi can't even make it close. Beautiful job by TSM by holding off on the damage and making sure Condi is at range. Baron grab 25 minutes in by TSM.
TSM find the first significant lead in this game. Team WE, they get caught unawares. They make an uncharacteristic mistake, and they don't respect the engage from Biofrost. Keep your eyes on how this setup starts. Biofrost comes in, gets a great 2-man knockup along with the charm, and then the Gragas ultimate from Svenskeren, splitting up the team, allowing the rest of TSM to just shred through the lineup of Team WE. Condi, he's famous for his Baron steals, but TSM know that, and they don't allow him to take it away.
And Hauntzer getting a lot of damage down on WE. You can see he knocks 957 out, then TP'd in. Full minion wave, he's not sure that the TP would get him there in time for a fight, so he's roaming down to join. And when he can force a Shen to group with his team against the Cho'Gath, he's always going to be disadvantaged.
Hauntzer is hungry. 9 stacks, no champions, and he's looking for some dinner. 3-3 here. Team WE, Featherstorm start from Mystic. Cosmic Radiance goes down. It's going to get just a few of the members. Shie's on the backside, unprotected, and that may be the focus. Hauntzer hits him. The entire team collapses. Shie's down. Ben tries to run out here. Mystic on the top side. Beautiful damage coming in from him. The focus is perfect. Svenskeren low. Biofrost goes in for another attack. Featherstorm pulls back, but Doblelift has found the resets, and he says, here we go, TSM!
TSM find themselves the ace. They rip through Team WE, and they have their eyes on the base to get themselves another win.
And they will be able to at least get the inhibitor here. We'll see if they can get the inhibitor, then go back for the Baron, because the minion wave is not yet here. So this will take them some time, and we'll see if they decide to try to go for Nexus first or retreat back to the Baron. The Baron would certainly be the safer option here, but they might want to try to risk it.
Look at those death timers though. Doblelift and Bjergsen just shred through these towers. I don't think Team WE are going to respond in time, and I think TSM are going to take first in the group.
They have a Corki, they have a Tristana, they're the demolition team, and TSM will sit atop of Group D, 2-0, starting off the 2017 World's Group Stages.
TSM demonstrating that they can match the team fighting of the LPL squads. Team WE praised so much for their ability to fight, but it was always TSM finding the great fights for them, utilizing the Rakan to set up the engages, playing